Patrick Mahomes' mom admits to big blunder while raising Chiefs QB after issuing advice to single moms. Picture this. A 17-year-old Texas phenom, armed like a howitzer, footwork smoother than a button hook. Scouts buzz like flies at a Texas BBQ. MLB or NFL, millions were potentially on the line. And his mom, Randy Mahomes, was working two jobs, folding laundry and feeling like she'd just been blindsided by a 300-pound defensive end with 0 timeouts left. It was a deer in the headlights. She admits now the memory's still vivid. That moment, years before Patrick Mahomes would hoist Lombardi trophies and rewrite the NFL record books, 112 games, 32,352 yards, 245 TDs, a slick 103.5 rating, folks, was Randy's unexpected parenting fumble. Fast forward to today. Patrick Mahomes isn't just QB1 in Kansas City. He's the face of the league, a 3x Super Bowl champ and MVP, with a legacy unfolding in real time. And his mom. She's traded the panic of the recruiting trail for a headset of her own, launching the Sports Parent Academy. Hey, everyone. I just launched my Sports Parent Academy, Randy announced recently, radiating the kind of pride usually reserved for a game-winning drive. I'm so excited. I'm very proud of all the hard work my team and me have put into this. This isn't just another celebrity side hustle. It's Randy's audible at the line called from years of hard-won experience. I've always been a sports parent, and since Patrick was 3, I try every sport. I let him try everything, she shared, reflecting on the early days in White House, Texas. But the game changed drastically come college recruitment. When he went to college, I found out that I didn't go about it the way you're supposed to. The pressure was a 2-minute drill with the season on the line. At the time of being recruited for college, he was also being recruited to be drafted for MLB. And this is a 16, 17-year-old boy. Randy, juggling single motherhood and those 2 jobs, felt outflanked. I'm trying to learn the answers. All the while, I'm working 2 jobs. And I am being a single mom. The system, she realized, often bypassed parents entirely. It was like they were going to him because he was an adult age. I was still finding out things, trying to, help him along the way. But at the same time, letting him make the big boy decisions and let him make the decision because it was his choice. It was got to be his life. It's a vulnerable admission from the woman whose cheers became a soundtrack to Chiefs' victories, a recognition that even the loudest supporter in the stands can feel utterly lost in the front office complexities of youth sports. When you think of Patrick Mahomes, you think of Super Bowl rings, rocket throws, and highlight reels that look like they're straight out of the video game. But behind the NFL superstar is a story that's far more human, a story filled with the kind of struggles and second guesses that every parent knows all too well. Recently, Randy Martin, Patrick Mahomes' mother, opened up in a candid interview about a parenting misstep she made while raising the now iconic Kansas City Chiefs quarterback. Her confession struck a chord with single moms everywhere, not because it was perfect, but because it was real. Randy Martin raised Patrick mostly as a single mom. His father, Pat Mahomes Sr., was a Major League Baseball pitcher, often traveling for games or living in different cities. That left Randy with the day-to-day responsibilities, school lunches, football practice, drop-offs, discipline, and everything in between. I always wanted Patrick to be grounded, she said, to know the value of hard work, to stay humble. But in doing that, I think I may have gone too far in trying to protect him from failure. That was the blunder. Randy admits she spent a big part of Patrick's childhood trying to ensure he never felt too disappointed, stepping in to fix things before they fell apart, smoothing paths that maybe should have stayed a little bumpy. I used to swoop in too often, she confessed. If he forgot something for school, I'd bring it. If a coach was too hard, I'd speak up. I just didn't want him to feel defeated. But as Patrick got older and entered the hyper-competitive world of high school sports, then college football, and eventually the NFL, Randy began to realize that shielding her son from failure had consequences. He had to learn how to bounce back on his own, she said. And that's something I didn't always give him room to do when he was younger. What's fascinating is how this so-called blunder didn't stop Patrick from becoming great. If anything, it taught Randy something deeper about parenting, that mistakes are part of the job, that it's okay not to get it right all the time. I think moms, especially single moms,